Last Congress, I introduced the Otto Warmbier North Korea Nuclear Sanctions Act, which passed the House 415-2. I will be reintroducing this bill in the near future due to what I believe is the need for continued and even heightened sanctions on North Korea, given the recent missile tests. We must continue to increase pressure on North Korea and ensure we have used all of our available tools to ensure that North Korea is negotiating in good faith, which they are not, and that Secretary Pompeo and the rest of our negotiators, we want to make sure that they have the leverage that they need. Mr. Zwig, in your testimony, you talk about how sanctions can be undermined by an unwillingness on the part of our allies and partners to escalate pressure. Obviously, China is not an ally. They're certainly not a continuously willing partner in applying sanctions to North Korea. Can you identify the ways in which they are helping North Korea evade sanctions?
I mean, I think we've seen in the past, both in the financial sector and the shipping sector, efforts on the part of Chinese entities to do so. And it's a matter of fully deploying, implementing, and enforcing existing sanctions, including shipping sanctions contained in CATSA that, to my knowledge, hitherto have not been fully implemented and enforced.
Any other tools that we have in our arsenal that are not being used to put maximum pressure on North Korea, specifically secondary sanctions related to China?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have the secondary sanctions related to China, which is, again, something that comes up fairly frequently, but you also have, for example, entity list, Department of Commerce-related actions with respect to companies providing support, direct or indirect, to North Korea. You also have Department of Homeland Security, both Homeland Security investigations and CBP action as it pertains to a rebuttable presumption on goods with any part manufacture, with any growth or manufacture emanating from North Korea, preventing it from coming to the United States, and that's proven to be a fairly substantial sanction.